I would never want to live in a world like the Matrix movies. Unless we already are. I'm kidding. The truth is, the concept of having wires plugged into my brain is alarming. I doubt I'm the only person with this opinion. But despite the bad rap that brain implants receive, they can provide much more assistance than fiction portrays. So let's work past our heebie-jeebies together and delve into the wonders of brain-computer interfaces, or BCI. Brain control over machines may seem like a purely futuristic sci-fi concept, but it actually dates all the way back to 1924 with German neuroscientist Hans Berger. 2022 articles by Fast Company and the New York Times introduce him as the inventor of electroencephalography. In much simpler terms, detecting and recording brain activity. With this creation, Berger not only created a diagnostic machine for the medical field, but also laid the foundations for our modern BCI. UCLA professor Jacques Vidal coined the term BCI in his 1973 research paper, which demonstrated how people could navigate a cursor through a simple virtual maze using only their minds. The technology that Berger and Vidal used was far from ineffective, just rudimentary. The 2018 textbook Handbook of In Vivo Neuroplasticity Techniques describes the basic BCI systems in three main parts: a sensor to pick up brainwaves, a decoding computer, and a device that is controlled by the output. The sensors Berger used were non-invasive, which were too far from the neurons to produce a strong output. To generate better results, more invasive technology was developed. One common device is the Utah array, a 4x4mm grid that is covered in electrodes. But even Utah arrays aren't perfect. They require open brain surgery from specialized doctors, and after implantation, they may cause trauma due to inflamed tissue. Clearly, a less dangerous alternative is needed. Recently, Synchron, a neuroprosthetics company led by Tom Oxley, found a way to minimize these hazards with their 2010 invention. The Stentrode is a BCI that doesn't require intensive surgery. Instead, it takes a different path. Blood vessels. The method for inserting the stentron is basically pre-existing cardiovascular technology. A catheter delivers a mesh tube called a stent, which holds the blood vessel open so the stentrode can then be slid inside. The electrode top tube can then easily transmit brainwaves from the motor cortex to an internal receiver in the chest, then to an external computer wirelessly. These implanted BCIs are more suited for serious usage, study, and treatment. When considering independence and quality of life, BCIs can play a major role in benefiting individuals with functional neurological disorders. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, multiple sclerosis, locked-in syndrome, and brainstem stroke all fall under this category, according to the 2021 article Summary of Over 50 Years with Brain-Computer Interfaces. Individuals with these diagnoses progressively lose necessary skills, such as moving, speaking, eating, and breathing. This means they are dependent on caretakers to complete daily living tasks. But independence isn't totally lost, thanks to the help of brain-computer interfaces. Computers can be trained to recognize certain signals from the brain and translate them into tasks. In the case of paralysis, thinking of emotions such as moving your pinky, even if the finger remains stationary, can be turned into a left mouse click. This is true for other functions in electronic devices such as prosthetics. In this way, BCI can provide for a number of disabilities and restore lost autonomy, connection, and dignity. Now that you've gotten to glimpse into the wonders of BCI as we discussed what brain-computer interfaces are and how they're beneficial, I still haven't changed my mind about living in the Matrix, but maybe now that we've seen the truth, the future is a little less daunting.